everybody. Welcome to the channel. It's me, your host, Andres Salazar. Very excited to have you here with me today. We're doing it again, another episode of Heavy Metal. We're going to walk through this magazine. This is one of the more recent versions of the magazine publication back in just a few years ago when is this? This is 2015. But first, let's do a little housekeeping. If you want to support the channel, the most important thing you could do, the thing that would give me the most joy, would be become a patron. In the link below, go check out my Patreon in my description. As a patron for $1, you get to help decide the content of this channel. You can say, hey, I want more videos of Frank Miller. Hey, I want more instruction on this. I want to learn how to watercolor. Whatever it is, you get to be a part of the content, which is kind of fun. So you drive the content. The second thing you get as a patron is you get access to all my own original stories, comics, scripts, all that kind of stuff. So you get to see me, what I do creatively, which is kind of cool. So check out the Patreon. Now, the second thing you could do, if you don't want to be a patron, which is fine, why don't you subscribe, give a thumbs up for this video, like this video. That helps too, because as I get more subscribers, as you get more likes, as you know, the algorithms change. YouTube opens up a couple of cool things for me and for you. So there you go. Thank you for taking that little moment. Now on to the show. Heavy Metal Magazine, 2015. I got this at Comic-Con. This is right about when Grant Morrison took over, I believe, as the editor-in-chief. Let's see if I'm, no, it says Kevin Eastman. Okay. He did start the job around this time, but I guess not at this particular issue. So I remember this was out when it was announced, so maybe that's the deal. Because I bought it there, I remember. And Barry did this piece. I remember all that kind of stuff. Barry's a cool guy. Okay, let's get into it, guys. So the Inky Bial story. I don't know what to say about this, you guys. I really liked his older work. I'm not feeling this kind of charcoal stuff. It just feels, well, just, I don't know. Honestly, just the level of craftsmanship and effort, I feel, is subpar. There you go. That's why you listen to the channel. We're going to give you some heat. Now, you are welcome to comment below and say, you know what, you're full of it. That's totally cool. But I mean, just the figures, the light shading, I just I'm not feeling it. Anyway, it is what it is. I mean, he's an older gentleman. What am I going to do? You know, this happens with a lot of people, right? It's just like you've been doing it for a long time and you're over it. And it's like, okay, I'm doing this, but you know, John Byrne in his heyday is not the same as John Byrne now, right? Same thing for Neil Adams. You know, we could just go on and on and on. And it's just like, you know, you do what you got to do to get the job done, but you're not going to slave over these damn pages anymore because you've done it for decades. So I respect that in a concept. But just, you know, if I want to read this versus the other one, I'm going to pick his older stuff. There you have it. Name an artist who, in his later years, bangs out the same quality. I would like to know who those people are, because they are there, don't get me wrong, but the reverse is much more common. Okay, next story, The 49th Key by Erica Lewis and J.K. Woodward. It's kind of a nice watercolor painted work. I like this. Kind of a real world crime thing. You could tell that was referenced. Not a problem. Some little effects here. A little digital special mutant baby that sings the blues. I like the color palette. It's kind of fun. Little purples and kind of give it that monochromatic feel to it. It's not, it feels a little pedestrian, but I do appreciate the effort and the work. This is nice. It's a nice jet. Yeah. Lord of Light. So this is like Barry Irregular. He's a guy, he's a writer, he's done a couple things out there, and he had this story that he was working on with Jack Kirby in his later years. And they were gonna like, they really were pitching this whole thing as like, it was gonna be a theme park, I think, at one point. A movie or a series of TV shows. I mean, it was like they were going big on this concept. And it's basically Jack coming up with, you know, his kind of wild, you know, cosmic type ideas and coming up with this. It was pretty fascinating. I really like to see the art. You know, it's got that style that is Kirby. And what's kind of cool is they actually had also a huge set of posters, and I was going to get one, but I didn't. It was like, it was probably, it was either 4 foot by 6 foot, or maybe it's 4 foot by 3 foot. It was massive, so maybe it was actually the 4 by 6. Huge posters that they were, yeah, no, there's no way it was 4 by 3. It must have been 4 by 6. I'm looking at one of my canvases. It was way bigger than that. Yeah, so it was like 4 by 6. Massive poster they were selling at Comic-Con for like, I want to say 200 or something like that. I should have got one. They were limited and I didn't. But just look, yeah, it was like one of these things. Look at this. Just really innovative, really cool stuff. And you got to give it up to the colorist, who was, I just showed, Mark Englert. Because the colorist really adds to this. You know, if it was not flat, if this was like the way they do it now with all the layers and stuff, I think it would look totally lame. I love this. You know, you got to love the line work, but the colors really make it just sing, man. So good. These are beautiful pieces. Check that out. Really just great. Look at that one. It's another great one. Imagine these. It's like a temple of some sort, right? And these massive heads. I mean, these are the figures. Just such cool freaking stuff, man. Love these ideas. You know, taken from, of course, different cultural. You know, it looks like some Indian, Nepalese. You know, different Eastern culture. You know, imagery, and adding this kind of cosmic, kind of new gods kind of flavor to it. Very cool. Very freaking cool, man. Look at these. These are great. We could just sit here and look at this stuff. It's really neat. You know, he was about the powerful, strong figures. And it's really cool to see that power, strength fused with architecture, you know, fused with space, and creating these spaces that have these, like, you know, celestials type things. It's really freaking cool. And look at that one. This was a poster. I remember this one. It was like glow. I think the posters were like glow in the dark or something like that. Yeah, I mean, this is like Disney. This looks like Disneyland. This looks like that, like, design of Disneyland. Yeah, way freaking cool. Digging it. That alone is something to get this episode. Okay, the next one by Matt and Kevin Mullen. I like this. Got a kind of a Beasley feel to it, doesn't it? Yeah, look at that great rendering there. Yeah, this is nice. Man, when he came on board, didn't just everyone want to be like him? You even had like people like Alex Horley, which was much more of an illustrator, but there's just a lot of guys who are kind of giving this look. It's kind of nice to see it back, you know, and see someone kind of like really go for it. And he's really doing the kind of flat, exaggerated kind of character stuff with it. Which is, yeah, this is like a Beasley thing there. I mean, this looks very much like it. I dig it. Yeah, even this stuff. Great painting. Yeah. It'd be fun to watch someone do this and kind of just see how they do all the, is there a lot of, is it just tons of airbrush? I don't know. I'm assuming it is, because you're not seeing brush strokes. Very cool. And I even like the way the muscles are just kind of created differently, right? This bicep goes into the brachioradialis. It's not even like human like the muscle. A different muscle set, which is kind of cool. In fact, it's almost as like he's got his triceps on the side instead of the back. Yeah, this is like very much like Beasley. I like it though. It's a great. Oh, this is a great panel. Look at this page. Look at the way this is like built out. These panels, really kind of clever. Again, panel border using the word balloons. Really, really clever stuff. Great coloring too. Sense of light. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one a lot. I want to look him up again. What was his name? Morley? What was that name? Kevin Morley, I think it was. Kevin Molen. Kevin Molen. Check him, look him up. Frezato. Massimiliano Frezato. This image here looks taken from like a 70s issue of the magazine. Yeah. Kind of an Italian guy. This is great. It's kind of fun. Oh, wow. I've seen some of this before. You know what? He might want to be one of the classic guys because I think this looks familiar. This is really well done. Wow, this is really well done. Look at this. It's brilliant. I mean, this is the reason why I really like these magazines, is you just get exposed to so many different ideas and different styles. You know, look at this is beautiful stuff. It's the rendering. Look at this. You know, and there is some Photoshop like light effects, but it's not super in your face. The rendering though of these figures reminds me a little bit of Michael Kaluta, of like Starstruck? What is that? Starstruck? Starchild? Starstruck. I think it's Starstruck. That's great. Let me go into a black and white. Wow, this is beautiful face. Really pretty. Drawing attractive women is a serious challenge. If you can draw a hot girl, dude, you're good. Ooh, what is this? Okay, now we just moved into this black and white, and I love this too. Great lines. Who is this? Is this the same guy? It's the same guy. Wow. What great line work. Look at this. I mean, this could be like, you know, it feels like a Miyazaki or something. Wow, that's wonderful. Look at that, muscles. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Goodness. Yeah, this guy can draw, dude. Look him up. We gotta look him up too. Another guy to look up. Massimiliano Frezato. Hang on, Frezato. Where are we? Fresato. Fresato. Wow, he is good. This guy's good. Damn, this story's long too. Yeah. We just changed all these different styles. Did you guys notice this? Because now we're doing like photo comp stuff. Fumati. Wow. Huh. He really went through it. The gambit. Here's a little more traditional story. It's brilliant. Kind of cool. There you go. And then we got a little story about this TV show that maybe was a comic or something. Yeah, here we go. Here's like the posters. Oh, the bus. Isn't the bus wonderful? Man, gosh, this has been around forever. It's so damn good. Love it. Okay, guys, that's the video. Not too long. Thank you all for watching. Again, what do you guys got to do? What's your homework? Like and subscribe. Check out the Patreon. Become a member. Become part of the street team. There you go. Oh, and remember this issue we did a while back? I wound up going back. Remember I was saying I got to go back and read this? And I reread this. Okay, I just read it. And classic, dude. I just could not get into it. The art is wonderful. I was like, oh man, this art is so cool. I love what he's doing here. The styles. I could not even finish it. It's just, it meanders. It's this philosophical look about life and everything. And it just did not have enough plot, interesting characters, the things like that. It's like his essay about relationships or something. And I couldn't hang, dude. I just couldn't hang. It happens, even to the best of us. So I did read it, and totally disappointed. Maybe disappointed myself. But I do go back and I read these things that I talk about because I love the art. I love the art. But yeah, I couldn't hang. So there you go, guys. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.